Hello everybody. As you just saw, you know what language this is? It's sign language. Anyway, let me just get straight into this. Before that, let me say good morning, dear respected judges, teachers, and my dear respected fellows. As you saw, as I already told you, this was sign language. It's a type of language that the whole world uses, but only if you can't see or only if you can't hear, so people can understand this language. Well, today's topic is about why a language is important for their country's pride and stuff. Okay, so example, for India, the main language is Hindi and the original language. This represents its pride because around the world many people use it, and it shows the importance so other people can understand us, and it can also relate into other languages. Nowadays, everybody just talks, like in what country they go, they have to learn that language. But some countries are so multicultural that they speak every language from their country as well. So example, I'm a citizen I was born in Australia, but my parents were born in India. So they've been teaching me Hindi, my home language, in Australia, which makes it multicultural because from another country we're speaking another language in another country. It may be confusing, but also a language represents the responsibility of a country. It represents the responsibility of a country, so it can take care of the country. Like it takes care of the country because when they have press conferences or media gives news, they speak in that language, which shows the pride of the country and how much we love our country languages. Like I'm Australian, I love Australian English. But I also like Indian language. I like every language. And it would be good if all of us learnt every language. But that's not possible. It is possible. It's really, really hard. And you can only do it if you're dedicated to do it. Some people don't care about the language or the pride of the country. Well, others do. In India, some other people speak other languages. Like in different states, we speak different languages, and some states are named after the language. Like in Gujarat, mostly everybody speaks Gujarati, and it's named Gujarat. So it's kind of a confusing scenario, but if we pay attention and care about our country's language, it will make a lot of sense. And that's why languages were invented. We have to understand the difficulties of people that can't see or the people that can't hear, because some people cannot see, so they have to do this. Like on news, as you've been seeing due to pandemic, there's been lots of news meetings and reports. So there's always one person that always on the side and doing some signs which shows the deaf people that this is what happened, this is what cases and stuff. For other people, they can't see, but they can still hear. But sometimes they don't understand the language. So others have to explain it in their own language. Like for people that have been born in India, have been living there for 70 years, finally come for a visit to their family in Australia. They don't understand any Australian language. So while all other news reporters speak Australian, we have to tell it our language. Like example, for my grandma, if she comes to Australia and someone says, "Hello, how are you doing?" And she's like, "What did he say?" So I'm going to just go say, "He said, how are you doing?" And then I have to kind of translate the languages from Hindi all the way to English and English to Hindi. That's how languages have importance. Other disabilities are also, other people have other disabilities which can affect the way they speak. So example, we wouldn't understand if they speak, like example, if they put some mouth freshener in their mouth, they can't speak properly because there is muffling words and we don't understand. But sometimes their wives or children explain it because they have heard this forever and they can understand. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening to my speech. Hope everybody feels good after my speech. And Hindi is the main language of India.